Hello, I'm Daniel. I want to talk to you about a trait that we're trying to develop in our meditation practice. A trait we're trying to develop. And that trait is called equanimity. Equanimity. It's something that our meditation practice helps us to cultivate in our lives, and I think it's a very important quality that we're often lacking. Equanimity is our ability to be okay with what's happening. It's our ability to, when things are going wrong, keep it together and not just fall apart. It can be thought of as having a really balanced relationship to our experience, so we aren't quite so obsessed with outcomes all the time. That is, I want this to go this way, I want to win, right? Equanimity is just being okay with losing. So it's, in all our lives, very important, right? So part of what we're doing with our practice is learning how to be present with what's happening and doing that without putting judgments on every aspect of our experience. We spend a lot of time judging all our experience all the time, and it's a very hard thing to not do. And what we want to learn how to do is just when we're faced with a difficult situation, just learn how to say, right now it's like this. When we're sitting in meditation, we're sort of learning how to face our mental activity with equanimity because we're telling our minds to be fully present, and our minds don't want to do that. And of course, our minds are not listening well at all. We face just a barrage of memories, projections, distractions all the time when we're trying to meditate. That's just really normal and really common, and a lot of people quit because of that, because they think, oh, I'll never get this. And we have to learn how to face all of that with a positive attitude, or at least a passive attitude, not getting upset with ourselves because of our struggle and not thinking, oh, this is never going to work, but just we have to keep letting go, keep returning to our present experience again and again. Equanimity is important because, of course, life is hard. Life is hard. There are lots of struggles and problems, big ones and little ones, and it can be really hard to have a positive attitude and to hold on to our joy in life. It can be really easy to just let shit tear us down, right? And when we learn how to be present, we learn how to just get through the storm of life, just to say, maybe things will get better. And we also learn how to accept change. If we can learn how to have that attitude that I already mentioned of right now it's like this, then that can help us a great deal. We sometimes need a reminder that change is the nature of things also. I'm sick, I'm stuck in traffic, I'm annoyed, I'm bored. It's hard to remember that in that moment when we're having those feelings that these things come and go, but of course they do. They don't, in the great scheme of things, they don't last very long. There are things like chronic illness that last longer, but a lot of the things we struggle with just come and then they go. And we're caught up thinking, sort of when we have a really negative feeling, we sometimes sort of have this thought of, well, I'm going to feel like this forever, which is just not true. Things come and go. Right now it's like this. This too will pass. And we have a greater ability to tolerate what's happening than we think we do. And really, it can also help us to remember when we're thinking about change that good things come and go too. Good things come and go too, because sometimes we aggressively cling to good feelings and experiences, and we're mad when this thing that used to make me happy doesn't make me happy anymore. That's another aspect to this. When this thing that used to make me happy doesn't make me happy anymore, we can be upset by that too, and that's a good thing. Right now it's like this, good and bad, pleasure and pain. These things are always going to be around, and just understanding that there's a good side and a bad side to our experience helps. And unrealistic expectations for how life will treat us can really wreck all our happiness. Good and bad are going to come whether we accept them or not. So what I want to encourage you to do is try to, instead of thinking this isn't supposed to be happening, try to develop, right now it's like this, what can I do? What can I do is much better than this isn't supposed to be happening, or why is this happening to me? So that's all I wanted to say about equanimity today. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.